Long ago, in a small village by the great river, there lived a young girl named Toba. She was about 15 years old, full of curiosity, laughter, and a longing for independence. Toba lived with her mother, Yejide, a hard-working woman who sold fresh vegetables in the village market. Although her mother loved her dearly, Toba often found her mother's warnings and advice burdensome, too strict for a girl who wanted to explore the world on her own terms. In a humble hut lit by a small oil lamp, Yejide pours water into a clay cup while Toba sorts through a bundle of clothing. The walls are decorated with woven baskets and simple carvings. Outside, crickets chirp. Mother Yejide, firm but loving, Toba, listen carefully. I know you want to spend more time with your friends to see new places, but you must be cautious. The world beyond our village can be cruel. There are people who do terrible things. Promise me you will stay safe. Avoid traveling with strangers and return home before dark. Toba, rolling her eyes slightly, Mama, I'm no longer a child. Everyone else goes to the next town to have fun at the evening gatherings. My friends say there are music, stories, and dancing. Why must I always be the one to stay behind? Mother Yejide, voice heavy with concern, my daughter, I trust you. But I must repeat, not all who smile mean well. Some seek wealth through evil means. I've heard whispered stories of ritualists who capture the innocent for money rituals. Please heed my warning. Toba frowns, irritated, but tries not to show it too much. She offers a vague nod, half listening. Toba quietly, I'll be careful, Mama. Don't worry so much. The next afternoon, Toba meets with 3 friends near the village marketplace. Funmi Ideat. In Oak, the market is a lively spot stall selling yams, peppers, and dried fish. Drummers test the skins of their drums and laughter abounds. The girls huddle in excitement. Funmi excitedly. Toba, tonight there's a big gathering in the neighboring town, a festival. They say new traders have arrived with beautiful fabrics, music, and stories by moonlight. Ideat, they say the cloth there shimmers like water under the sun, and the stories. They weave tales from distant lands. Oak leaning in, let's go. Toba, it will be fun, we'll meet new friends. We can return before midnight, no one will know we stayed out late. Toba hesitates, remembering her mother's words, but the thought of excitement, adventure, and freedom tempts her. Toba with forced confidence, let's do it, nothing bad will happen if we stick together. As dusk falls, the girls slip away, leaving the village behind. The path is dimly lit by fireflies and the faint glow of the moon. The forest around them hums with nocturnal life owls hooting. Insects buzzing, the friends are nervous yet thrilled, they laugh, whispering about the wonderful night ahead. Against her mother's advice, Toba embarked on her evening adventure. She believed herself careful enough, safe enough in the company of her friends. But fate had darker plans. The girls approach a clearing on the edge of the neighboring town. Strange men stand by a cart laden with colorful cloths and trinkets. They call out, voices smooth and inviting. Stranger one with a smile, good evening, young ladies, you look like you're here for the festival. We have beautiful wares from the coast, fabrics, jewelry, and more. Come closer, have a look. Funmi whispering to Toba, they seem kind. Let's see what they have. Toba eyes the men cautiously for a moment, but then the allure of the fabrics is too great. She steps closer, her friends following. The men show them shimmering cloth, intricate beads. The girls are mesmerized. Stranger to offering a piece of cloth, this one would look lovely on you, child. Why not step into our tent to see more? A hint of unease passes over Toba. The men's smiles fill too wide, their eyes too sharp. But Oak and Funmi are already drawn forward. Ideat lingers behind, uncertain. Ideat quietly, maybe we should just go to the festival directly. Something feels off. Oak dismissive, don't be so scared, they're just merchants. Let's see what else they have. Against her better judgment, Toba enters the tent after her friends. The men following close behind. Inside, the light is dim, the smell of incense thick. It was at that moment Toba remembered her mother's warnings. But it was too late. With a sudden thud, the tent's entrance is blocked by a heavy cloth. The men's friendly faces twist into cruel smirks. One grabs Oak's arm, another blocks Funmi's exit. Toba's heart hammers in her chest. Stranger one harshly, "Where do you think you're going? You belong to us now." The girls scream. Idea tries to pull Toba's hand, searching for a way out. The men's strong arms hold them back. The laughter of these men is chilling. No kindness remains. Toba terrified, voice trembling. "Why are you doing this? Let us go." Stranger to coldly, "We have buyers who pay handsomely for, let's just say, special ingredients. You thought we were merchants. We deal in more than fabrics, girl." The girls gasp, understanding now. These are money ritualists. Predators who use human beings for horrifying ceremonies meant to bring them wealth. Toba realized, too late, that her mother's warnings were no old wives' tales. The evil her mother feared stood before her now, closing in. The men bind the girls' hands. The tent, once filled with pretty cloth, now feels like a tomb. The girls huddle together, weeping silently. Night deepens outside. The festival's distant music mocks them. Funmi sobbing softly. "Toba, I'm sorry, we should have listened. Now what?" Ide trying to stay strong. "We must stay calm. Maybe we can escape. Don't lose hope." Toba voice cracking. "Mama warned me. I didn't listen. I'm so sorry, friends. If we get out of this, I promise I'll never take her words lightly again." Hours pass. The ritualists gather in another room, whispering plans, sharpening tools, preparing the unthinkable. The girls struggle with their bindings, tears rolling down their cheeks. Oak whispering desperately, "The ropes, they are tied, but maybe we can loosen them, Toba. See if you can free your hands." Toba strains against the rope, her wrists burning. She remembers her mother's lessons in patience, how to weave cloth, how to untie stubborn knots. Slowly, quietly, she works the rope until it loosens just a bit. As fear overwhelmed her, something else awakened in Toba's determination to survive. She knew that if she ever wanted to see her mother again, she had to be brave and clever. In the early hours before dawn, the girls hear the men laughing outside the tent. Perhaps their guard is down. Toba manages to slip one hand free, then the other. She carefully frees Idea and Oak. Then Funmi. The girls hold their breath, inching toward the tent flap. Funmi hushed, "Go slow, Toba, if they catch us." Toba firm, "We must try. We cannot just wait to be victims." They push aside the cloth quietly, step by step. Outside, the men are busy around a small fire. The girls see an opening, the farthest at the edge of the clearing, if they can reach it. They might have a chance to vanish into the darkness. Idea on 3. We run. 1, 2, 3. They bolt out, feet pounding the earth. A shout goes up behind them as the ritualists realize what's happening. The girls run harder, tears and sweat mixing on their faces. Stranger one enraged, "Stop them, don't let them escape." The men chase, the girls dart between trees, scramble over roots, push through bushes. Toba leads the way, fueled by regret, terror, and the desire to be safe again. Oak out of breath, "They're right behind us." "Toba, keep going, don't stop." As dawn's first light touches the horizon, the girls find themselves closer to their own village. They burst onto a familiar path, startling a group of early risers farmers heading to the fields with hoes on their shoulders. Farmer alarmed, "What's wrong? Who's chasing you?" The girls can barely speak between sobs. They point back toward the forest. The farmers and other villagers spring into action, grabbing sticks, machetes, and calling others for help. The chase now turns against the pursuers. The village, once quiet, woke as if a lion had been stirred. Alarmed by the cries of the young girls, villagers banded together. Word spread swiftly. Men had tried to harm their children. This would not be tolerated. A group of strong villagers run toward the forest, guided by the girls, the ritualists. Now on the defensive, try to hide, but they are no match for the united strength of the villagers. Village elder commanding voice, show yourselves, evildoers, you dared harm our children. The men are dragged out from behind a thick bush. They whimper, their arrogance gone. The villagers bind them with ropes. Elder, we shall take you to the chief. Justice will be served. Toba trembling but relieved, thank you. All of you, thank you for saving us. The villagers comfort the girls, leading them back home. The sun now brightens the sky, chasing away the horrors of the night. Toba's mother, Yejide, stands anxiously outside their hut, tears already in her eyes. When Toba appears, battered and shaken, they rush into each other's arms. Mother weeping, my child, oh my child, I feared the worst. Toba sobbing on her mother's shoulder, Mama, I am so sorry, you were right. I should have listened. I will never ignore your warnings again. I can't believe what almost happened to us. Mother stroking Toba's hair, you are alive and that is enough for me. May the ancestors be praised. You have learned a hard lesson, my dear. Your life is precious. We must guard it with wisdom. Later that afternoon, the whole village gathers under a large baobab tree where the chief holds court. The ritualists kneel, hands tied, heads bowed. The girls stand with their families, still shaken but safe. Chief's stern voice, you men came to our land pretending kindness, luring our children with false promises. You intended to commit unspeakable evil. We will hand you to the authorities. From the regional capital, they shall deal with you, and you will face the full weight of the law. The crowd murmurs approval. There is relief that justice is being served. In this way, justice began its course. The ritualists would not harm another innocent soul. The village had protected its own, and the children were safe once more. That evening, Toba sits with her mother outside their hut. The sky is aflame with the colors of sunset. Toba watches the silhouettes of villagers returning from their farms. Laughter and conversation drift through the warm air. Toba quiet, thoughtful, Mama, I have learned something important. The world is not always kind. If I had listened to you, we would not have faced that nightmare. I understand now why you worried. I understand that freedom without caution can lead to danger. Mother Yejide, placing a hand on Toba's shoulder, my daughter, wisdom often comes at a price. I am thankful your price was not your life. From now on, walk with both eyes open. Trust the warnings of your elders and remember what happened here. The world can offer joys, but also traps. You must be wise enough to discern one from the other. But resuming her daily life, helping her mother with chores, greeting neighbors with a more humble demeanor. She walks through the market, now cautious about strangers. She listens to stories from the elders, taking their lessons too. Heart, her friends too, have grown wiser, more appreciative of their parents' guidance. And so Toba's life was forever changed by that harrowing night. From innocence and defiance, she emerged wiser, grateful, and respectful of the voice of experience. The money ritualists met justice, reminding everyone that good will always stand against evil. For all young people who hear this tale, remember your parents' warnings are not chains to bind you, but shields to protect you. Listen well and walk through life with open eyes and a careful heart. Moral of the story, heed the warnings of your elders, for their experience is a guide through life's hidden dangers. True freedom is found when we temper curiosity and independence with wisdom and caution. Such vigilance may one day save your life and preserve your future.